And the new research is available. Astronomy. Why not? Let's look at the stars.
Because you have an insane amount of policy compared to me, do you have a lot of science as well?
I couldn't say. I don't know what yours is.
153?
We're about the same.
Okay.
We're okay on that front.
What is wrong with my social policy points?
You must have just not got the ones that counted, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Things always seem fairer when we look back at them.
Wow. What do I need to do?
Things didn't always seem fair in the new world. That guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Right. If you make yourself... Do I need faith? Is faith really something that you want? Actually, yeah. Ignore that. Alright, they can go... Oh, what a joke. Every time.
What's going on?
Just the workers are just... They're not listening to my commands. I right-clicked to put a scientist on the tile, but it had workers on it, and I didn't realise that they couldn't overlap those two, and they just switched positions. So now the workers are the opposite side of where I want them.
No.
I wonder how old Arabia feels these days. Some nice troops on their borders.
Hopefully not very good.
Oh yeah, okay. Yes, this is kind of going to help you out a little bit, isn't it? Really, I think.
It is, yeah.
Might think twice about it then.
No, go ahead.
Need to cripple my my human ally as much as possible. Well,
I've only had one Denmark troop come at me so far, so
only one. No, you're right. You haven't had any Arabia come after you.
No. They're quite far away from me, so...
Right. This is the question of all questions. How do you go into like attacks and stuff with things like... Just say you've got musketmen and cannons, or you've got swordsmen and cannons, or whatever, right?
Mm.
Do you have the musketmen in front and then the cannons behind?
Yeah.
Or do you put the cannons in front and the musketmen behind? Because
Actually,
sometimes the cannons can't hit the
Yeah.
city if they're two away, even though they can shoot two away, but sometimes they just can't. So how do you do that? Like, it can really
usually do a
depend
bit
on
of
what
both.
order. It kind of screws you over a little bit, because if you have the people next to the city, it will kind of take them out, and then you can't take the city, and that can ruin you as well.
I think I do more cannons than people. And then once you start attacking and get your cannons in position, you try and move your troops in closer.
Yeah.
It's an awkward system, isn't it? Because you think you'd send the troops in first and then cannons just behind them.
I kind of feel like you should be able to have cannons and troops, like one set of cannons, one set of troops on top of each other.
Yeah.
Because in real life you wouldn't have like this massive distance that there is in the game between... Not in this sort of type of war anyway. Maybe I will do a bit, but I'll stagger it, sort of thing. This is going to be a glorious battle. I'm kind of thinking though, I might be biting off more than I can chew with the first, like taking Mecca, the capital is the first thing I take.
It does look pretty... Well, if you can take it, it looks like an amazing city.
But I mean, he's got cannons and musketmen as well, and I've got cannons and musketmen, so we're not exactly like ahead of each other.
Even.
So it's going to be like a bit of a stalemate sort of thing, but I just need to make sure that I have more than he can. That's what I need to do. I just need more troops. Right. We'll have a caravan built there. And we'll have another caravan built here. Can you purchase caravans?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God.
Mine keeps on getting plundered. It's so annoying. Especially when you buy them and they just get plundered in one turn.
That's actually the worst thing about them.
Going to war.
Yeah, is the losing of that. I might build some knights actually because they're pretty damn quick, aren't they? And even though they're a little bit sort of worthless now, they might be able to just do a few sort of quick getting their damages. Hopefully you do have possibly your hands full more than being able to come along and attack me.
Oh, Korea wants to embargo Denmark.
Oh, what? We're not going to let. Well, if that happens, are we going to make a pact where we vote against?
To either of us. Yeah, definitely.
So you've done science funding.
Yeah. I thought that was what you said, the science fair.
No, the World Fair. You said science fair.
Yeah, that's what I meant, science.
It's not a science fair though, is it?
What is it?
Oh, I'm going to vote against it.
Why would you vote against it?
Well, because it cancels off things like culture.
Okay.
To a certain extent. And I like my culture. I'd rather keep everything at a neutral medium. Oh, it's a lancer. Yeah, apologies, Reese, but I cannot vote for such reckless things.
Trying to improve the world with science, and you go against me.
I'm for religion in this game.
You're a terrible person.
Hey, that religion is going to be able to purchase me many scientists and stuff later on.
Just like in the real world.
Yeah, exactly.
Always with your hand out.
Who, me? I thought you were being sarcastic. Might do a two-pronged attack at once. One of those things that I've never ever been able to pull off, but I keep trying to do.
Two-pronged? One prong at me, one prong at the other guy? Or...
No. Take two of his cities at the same time.
It's risky, isn't it?
It will absolutely obliterate any happiness that I may have left.
Do you have any?
Yeah, +5.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Science funding fails, you...
But embargo Denmark passes. I had one vote.
Yeah, me too. So did everyone else apart from Korea. I get to
He had 4.
propose another one. So you want to do the World's Fair? Is that what you want to do?
The World Fair, yeah, the World Fair.
I don't want to do that though, because that's to do with culture. Like you got to put culture into it, don't you?
No, production.
I see. Okay. I'm gonna lose that as well. Oh, well, we should go for it.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Troops are just resting up on the borders. He must be getting nervous, old Arabia. I'm surprised he hasn't gone to war with me again yet. Keeping a couple of troops back, you never know what's going to happen. Mogadishu, they've got a few troops, they can help me out. Thankfully, no one can get through from the right hand side with navy to my main place because of a sort of a wall in the way, so that's good.
Korea keep on expanding. They've made Wonju next to Hamhung. Keep on expanding towards me.
So they're coming in from the north, aren't they? Towards you.
My east.
Really? Oh, because they've got a bit up north as well. So Greece is north of you, you were saying?
Yes, they are north.
Because Greece is actually... You know where like Mecca is?
Yeah.
They're all above that as well?
I see. Well, the capital Athens is to the north of me.
Yeah, they've got like 10 cities just in that region above Arabia and stuff.
You should see Korea.
That I can see.
Great, okay.
Yeah, I can imagine with the amount of ones that you've been saying. I mean, I can see where Seoul is, Seoul or whatever it's called, and where the other one is. So, yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I have entered the golden age.
Taj Mahal.
Mhm.